Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak.
Welcome back to the GFHL Today. This is your boy toy, Easy Gee. I am joined in studio by El Commissioner, Sims Nation, as well as Chris decided he's going to stick around with us for the next segment, host of Chris's Can't Misses, Chris Zambito. At this time, we're going to premiere the second new segment on GFHL Today, Operation Domination, which is based primarily on the Hot Rods Provincial Championship this past summer. Sims, you were part of that team, and you're part of a line called the Special Case. Talk to us a bit about the Special Case.
Oh man, Special Case, me and Pete. It's my boy Pete. There it is, Pete. We just try to bring a lot of energy to the team. We're two guys. We never really grew up playing hockey, but I don't think there's a harder bunch of guys working out there than us. A lot of times, man, we're just all about keeping it confident, pumping the tires, keeping the bench positive. We're just out there. We're out there working, and we go out there, and I think everybody knows that we're giving it our all. There's a lot of times we come off after a nice hard shift. We come off in the offensive zone, throw 6, 8, 9 out there. They score. Me and Pete look at each other. That's our goal, right? So we feel confident with that, and man, it's an honor to play for the Special Case.
There's no two harder working hot rods than you and Pete. What's it like to be part of the Special Case?
Man, it's just it's one of the best feelings. We're like that. We're always together. When we're out there, I'm just looking. Don't even need to look at Pete, and I'm throwing it down low. He's there all the time.
The chemistry is just there.
The chemistry's there. Just bing, bang, bong. It's amazing. It's great.
What does it mean for you to play the role on the Hot Rods that you played seeming so perfectly for the last 5 years?
I think it's about just keeping it simple. That's always what we try to do. Don't try and be a superstar. I'm not a sniper. I watch Sam Kimone all the time. I can't be like him. He's one of the best snipers in the league. But what I'm gonna try and do is do what I can do, and I'm gonna throw it down low. I'm gonna cycle. Pete's gonna get it. I'm gonna move to the slot. He's gonna throw in front. We're gonna try and get a shot on net. We're gonna miss wide, but we're gonna be in their zone. We're going to be giving it. And that's all I try to do is just keep it simple.
Absolutely. Now, earlier you alluded to the fact that you've never played ice hockey before. Now, you go down every other team's roster, especially at a provincial tournament, and the number of people who have played ice hockey greatly outweigh the number of players who have not. In fact, you can count the number of players who have not played on one hand, maybe on 2 fingers. You and Pete have not played ice hockey, but seem to fit so perfectly into the Hot Rods lineup. What does that mean to you? And do you look at the provincial championship differently, having not played ice hockey prior to having the great deal of success?
I think we just try to bring a bit of camaraderie, brotherhood.
Yeah, Pete oftentimes refers to himself as the glue guy.
Yeah, I mean, and he is. Elmer, everybody loves him, man. It's really just, we just try to keep everybody together. Pete's got his thing. He talks to certain individuals. I'm talking to other individuals. One thing we're all talking to the whole team. So we're just in there kind of keeping the team together, keeping the vibe together, and that's really what defines Special Case. We're just trying to keep that vibe together. Pete's the glue. I'm talking to guys. I got my thing with Big Chris and Spearsy. We got our positions in the room. We did that even in London during the provincials. Not too many people noticed that, but me, Big Chris, and Spears, we noticed where we were sitting, and we were trying to keep that vibe. So we're just all about trying to bring it, trying to keep it together. But man, it was just a hell of an experience.
One of those weekends that's very hard to ever replace or imitate again. In that tournament, we had an illustrious run to the finals. Some personal tournament highlights for yourself.
One was, man, on the Saturday night, waiting to find out if we were going to go through. That was a big moment. We had a big win Friday night. We came out absolutely flying, dominated. 6-8-9 was at their finest, might I say. And we won big. And then Saturday morning, we were feeling great. We played the team that we knew was going to be tough. And unfortunately, the results weren't there for us.
Didn't go our way.
But, I love the way we responded in Game 3. We came out really hard and we won that game. And then it was just up to luck of the draw. But we thought we had it. We had a big goal differential, but we didn't know for sure. And we were waiting around the room, and we were kind of, sitting outside on that patio, a small little motel. Remember that?
That was one of the premier times of the summer for myself.
It was fantastic, but I think the big highlight was when we were sitting there and we started busting out the Rocky soundtrack. I mean, that was a big moment. I'll never forget, Fab just living in America. I absolutely loved it. It was just a great time. And I mean, just everybody seemed to, that was the moment where you could kind of see things starting to go our way. And right then, we found out we were going into Sunday, and just, you knew it was a bit of a TSN turning point.
Absolutely. Chris, you were there. You experienced the whole weekend. You saw it from your eyes. Do you have any questions for Sims on his experience at Provincials?
Sims, we went to a few, so many Ontarios here, a few. We've come out unsuccessful. What do you think was the reason we came and pulled through this time?
Just everybody, everything kind of came together. Everybody was just working their ass off. I mean, Chris, you know I'm a big fan, man. You kind of started it all. You played solid the whole way through. Like I said, I mean, there's some guys I know, me, Fab, you're Carey Price, baby. So
yeah,
I know I know he doesn't like
yeah.
to admit it, but it's Carey Price, and that's why he wins.
This is the second time in a provincial finals Chris has won 2-0. Now, the referee after the game came into the dressing room and told us that we should remember this and cherish it. And I believe Chris's comment was, this is my 4th provincials. And the ref seemingly was, oh wow, are you kidding me? Unbelieving that Chris had such an illustrious resume. But that's just the kind of goaltender we're talking about. My opinion, the best goaltender, first ballot Hall of Famer.
100%. I have no doubt. But another highlight on the side of that was, the play of Frank Russo. I mean, Russo had one hell of a tournament. I mean, we like to get on Russo, and Russo likes to get on all of us. But that had to be the best tournament I've ever seen in ball hockey history.
Before the tournament, a few of us were talking about, what were the line combinations, and some people said that maybe we should change it up. And Frank Russo, I guess maybe was a little bit offended by that, and definitely solidified his lifetime spot on the 6-8-9. Now, a lot of people don't know, he had to leave to go baptism, came back, and still, as if he didn't miss a shift. I mean, he was your Powerade performer of the game every game. It seemed everything that touched his stick found his way to the net. And without Frank Russo, there's no Hot Rods Provincial Championship.
What a tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Sims, what do you think the direction of the Hot Rods will be going forward?
Well, I mean, we're on a little break right now. The Hot Rods haven't taken a break in a while.
I don't remember the last time we took a break. Do you, Chris?
Break time?
Yeah.
We don't get breaks in our season.
Yeah, so I mean, we're on a little bit of a break right now. We just won provincials, then we came back for fall. We had a bad season. We still made it to the finals. Unfortunately, we lost in the finals. And now we're on a break. So it's really a moment of truth. But I think these group of Hot Rods, we're together. We are a bond now.
Unity, baby. That's what it's all about.
We won the provincial championship, and we got a chance to go to nationals. I think once we get back in and we do the spring season and we get into the summer season, I think more guys will show up to nationals than I've already announced. And I think we're going to go to nationals, and I think the Hot Rods are just going to get bigger and even better.
For those of you who don't know, because we won summer provincials, we have earned an automatic bid into the national tournament in Kelowna, BC. Now, we're still kind of putting the final touches together on our trip, but that's kind of the direction of Hot Rods moving forward. Now, Sims, you've answered all of our questions, and we've grilled you from a different direction for seemingly the whole show. One final question, then you can take off the commissioner's hat. You can kind of join Chris and I in the last 3 segments, which is the standings, waiver wire, updates, injuries, therefore. But last question to you is, what would you say to the prior Hot Rods? Now, specific, I'm talking about the Vito Pedotas, the Sam Vertulis, the JG9s, the Rob Chapettas, those who came before us to help pave the way for us to come in and just absolutely run amok on the YCBHL for what seemed to be forever.
Man, all those guys, big part of the Hot Rods. I mean, the Hot Rods is
you played on JG's 9 line for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, JG9 was part of the Special Ks.
He was.
I still get the Merry Christmas Special K Merry Christmas all the time. I mean, You know, everybody that's ever donned the Hot Rod jerseys has a moment in the Hot Rods. I mean, you know, they were all a part of this Ontario's. They may not have been there, they may not have played, but, you know, the guy like Vito Pedota, who really just started the team, him and Sam, they brought it together, two brothers. You know, that's like Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. Like
Here comes the money, Shane O'Mac, baby.
It's unreal what they were able to do, and they did it. And, you know, the Ontario Championship, even for the guys that weren't there, should be just as proud of it as all of us are.
We'll be right back after the short commercial break. You're listening to 97.3 The Gee.